Hey guys, so this is going to be essentially a movie review. I went to the cinema today and I saw Star Wars, which, wait, there we go. Okay, pod racing goggles. You have to use the pod racing 3D goggles while I talk about Star Wars. So Star Wars was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm not one of those people who hate the first three movies because they're not the original three, because they're different, because there's more CGI, stuff like that. Like, I don't mind that. Okay, I can't wear this the whole time. They're still cool though, right? I mean, I felt like a G sitting there watching Star Wars like this. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna drink some manly tea as I let you ponder that. Yes, Star Wars. I thought it was really good. They used the 3D kind of subtly at points, but I thought it was really amazing how they took the 2D movie and put it into 3D because most of the time it doesn't end up very well. If it's not shot in 3D, it doesn't look nice. There's very few times where I noticed, and I know my friend Rob, he sent me a little review too, that he noticed as well, where you'd have somebody's hand that was like 2D, so it was kind of blending just in the background, and then he would move it, and then it would pop into 3D. Very, very, very few times that happened. And when you take into account how big the movie is and like how much they had to do, they actually did a really good job with that. So yeah, Star Wars Episode 1, really good. Now, I got lost trying to leave the cinema. I don't know, like I couldn't find the door, so I was kind of like walking around trying to find the exit, and I somehow ended up in the middle of an aisle for the woman in black dress, or woman in the black dress, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but then like the lights went down and it was all dim, and it was just better for everybody, if I just sat down there and watched it, because at that point, like if I would have tried to leave, I was lost, so I couldn't find the exit, and there's people all around me, so it was like I had to like inconvenience them and everything else. So it was just better if I sat down right there and just sat through the woman in the black dress. It's just really better for everybody. But that movie was actually really good. I got kind of creeped out by it, which never happens for me. Scary movies, creepy movies never really creep me out or scare me. But this one really did creep me out. Daniel Radcliffe didn't remind me of Harry Potter, to be honest with you. He did a really good job. I mean, it's hard to see him and not think Harry Potter, but by the end of the movie, I didn't see him in that light. I was seeing him as who he was, as his character. It was a very beautifully shot movie. I really enjoyed the story as well. From start, middle to end, it had substance, it had depth, and there's a lot of really subtle things that if you weren't paying attention to, you could miss. So I really enjoyed that. But production-wise, it was beautifully shot. The lighting, the grading, like everything on it was absolutely amazing, and especially the lighting. The entire movie, I was just thinking like, wow, that is an amazing shot when you consider the lights and everything that are in it. They really, really went above and beyond what they had to do to make that movie look the way it did. So I definitely recommend it. Good story, great production value, and I think Daniel Radcliffe kind of knocked it out of the park, to be honest with you. And then I was leaving the woman in the black dress, and I couldn't find the exit again, and I kept going here and there, and I was trying to find the exit door, but I ended up in Chronicle, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I ended up in Chronicle. I don't know. Yes, it is pink. It's delicious. It's like strawberry and raspberry. Don't judge, all right? But yeah, Chronicle was, it was all right. It wasn't bad. I really liked the idea of the story. I feel like they could have maybe done a little bit more with the story and with the idea and everything. But for what it was, I actually kind of liked it because I like the whole handheld thing, because it's all like kind of shot handheld. And then they also played with the whole thing of like different cameras. So there's certain parts where like if you would be in front of a different camera, it would switch to that camera. So you got like different angles and different stuff through like what would really be going on with cameras and stuff. So I liked that. The idea and premise was fairly cool. The special effects were they were decent. They weren't bad. They weren't mind blowing, but they weren't bad. It was all right. I give it 3 out of 5. And mainly just because I like the story, I like the idea of the story, and I like the whole handheld camera. Realistically, it's probably 2.5. But I'll give it a 3, just because it had those little bit of extras that I haven't seen in a while. It was better than Cloverfield, which is insane much, but it was better than Cloverfield, who also kind of played on the notion of handheld cameras and stuff. yeah, so Star Wars, I mean, 5 out of 5 by far. And then you had The Woman in Black Dress, 5 out of 5. I was really surprised that I liked that one as much, but I did. I have Chronicle, which is like a 3 out of 5, maybe 2.5. Maybe I would give it a 2.5. I don't know. It was alright. Not something that I would pay to go see. And the only reason why I saw it, obviously, was because I couldn't find a way out. And again, I was stuck, and it was just common courtesy to everybody to sit down and watch it. Yeah, but moving on, you know, I slept a lot today. I fell asleep at 7:30, woke up at 2 a.m. again. I need to get out of this trend. Tomorrow I'm doing some stuff, actually, tomorrow. I don't really remember what, but I'm going to try to get some sleep, so I'm going to upload this video, and I will see you guys later, alright? Cheers. This street's just full of people like that. The street is just completely full with people doing stuff like that.